Welcome to Let's Word Up, a YouTube channel dedicated to teaching you about the English language absolutely free. We cover grammar, idioms, equip you with daily words and much more. Our goal is to bring you closer to you mastering the English language. In this video, we recap the week's daily idiom podcasts along with exclusive bonus content, facts, or just more fun information found only on our YouTube channel. You can head over to our website www.letswordup.com to access our daily podcasts and downloadable transcripts. Take a look at the description box below for links and details. Click on the subscribe button and notification bell so you'll know when we publish a new video. Here's a recap of the idioms that we learned in week 18. Get off the ground. This phrase is used to describe making successful steps in a task. It is usually used to describe successfully starting a business. Some examples of get off the ground used in a sentence would be, her new business got off the ground almost immediately. This project is really starting to get off the ground. And he hoped that he could get the plan off the ground by the end of the month. Off the cuff. This phrase is used to describe doing something without preparation. It is usually used when discussing doing a task unprepared. Some examples of off the cuff used in a sentence would be, the teacher gave them a surprise pop quiz and they had to answer off the cuff. I like to prepare, I don't perform well off the cuff. And she'll have to do it off the cuff. Think on your feet. This phrase is used to describe making decisions as events happen. It is usually used when someone has to react to new information whilst performing a task. Some examples of think on your feet used in a sentence would be, the strategy wasn't working, so they had to think on their feet. We didn't prepare for this, so we'll have to think on our feet. And she's very good at thinking on her feet. Make up your mind. To make up your mind is to decide on something. It is usually used when someone is choosing from multiple options. Some examples of make up your mind used in a sentence would be, she had already made up her mind. There was no convincing her otherwise. I can't make up my mind. Which do you think is best? And they needed to make up their mind soon. In the red. This phrase is used to describe being in debt. It is usually used when a company is spending more money than it earns. Some examples of in the red used in a sentence would be, if we don't start selling more, we'll be in the red. They worked hard to get out of the red. And he feared being in the red. It is worth noting that in the black is a phrase with the opposite meaning of earning a profit. For example, the business is doing very well. We're in the black. Feel the pinch. This phrase is used to describe someone going through hardship. It is usually used when someone has a low income and high bills. Some examples of feel the pinch used in a sentence would be, the crash in the stock market meant that many traders would feel the pinch. The competition was fierce and the top athletes were feeling the pinch. And he was starting to feel the pinch. On a shoestring. This phrase is used to describe doing something with very little resources. It is usually used when something is done with a low amount of money. Some examples of on a shoestring used in a sentence would be, the film was made on a shoestring budget, but the quality is very high. They don't have much support, so they'll have to get through it on a shoestring. and she arranged the whole event on a shoestring.
In this bonus episode, we'll use words and idioms from our podcast in conversation to show you how they can be used. We'll list the words and idioms in the transcript, which you can find in the description box below. Now, on with the conversation.
Hi.
Hi.
Did you have a good trip?
Yes, I had a relaxing ride reading a book on the bus.
Nice. Glad you had a good journey.
Well, it wasn't without incident. There was a woman who was being a massive bigot.
Really?
Yeah, she started telling off a lady in a hijab because she felt her child was being too noisy. But there were other families making just as much noise, and she didn't say anything to them. It was obviously prejudice.
That sounds insane. Did someone tell her to knock it off?
Yes, actually a lot of people got angry with her and told her to leave the lady alone. They were at each other's throats, and the bus driver had to kick her off at the bus stop.
Gosh, good thing it was a short event and didn't get worse than that.
Yeah, having said that, I don't condone violence, but I probably would have felt some satisfaction if someone knocked her into oblivion.
I think I agree. I strongly condemn people like that, so a part of me would have also found satisfaction.
Luckily, it was a brief part of the journey, so it didn't ruin the trip.
True. Okay, let's deviate from this topic. What are you doing next week?
I should be free, why?
I'm thinking we can go to the cinema. What about Wednesday?
I can do Wednesday. What were you thinking of watching? I have a soft spot for action films.
I don't even know what's out right now. I was thinking we can just go there and see what's on. I'm happy for an action film.
I'm good with that plan. I hope the weather holds up. I don't want to travel if it rains, so we'll have to take a rain check if it does.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's keep our fingers crossed.
I'm feeling generous, so I'll treat you. Tickets on me.
I'm sensing some deceit there.
I'm being serious.
Okay, well, I'll cover the next thing we do. I believe in give and take.
We have a deal.
Deal. Thanks for watching. We hope that you found the idioms helpful and interesting. If you'd like to learn more about the English language, you can visit our website at www.letswordup.com for all of our podcast episodes and transcripts. Please do click on the subscribe button and notification bell below so you'll know when we publish a new video. It also helps us to keep going. Until next time.